So here's where I'm at today, fellas.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
I don't like it.
This is an unpopular opinion, and I knew it as soon as we got into it. I knew when I was looking at the show notes that David sent out, this had been on my mind. Very unpopular opinion, but I do like the cold. Now, I want to clarify. I like it when it's that pure cold. It's not the wind chill cold. I don't like the cold when the wind's blowing 100 miles an hour. I like those nice, still nights where the moon is, it's a clear, crystal clear night, and that cold. There's something about a good cold snap that just resets everything. Because here's one way to look at it, Dave. We all hate bugs. We all hate ticks. We all hate all that stuff. Guess what the cold helps do?
Mm-hmm.
It knocks them suckers down a little bit.
That's right.
So it's an unpopular opinion, but I am a fan of the cold when it's not the extremes, when it's blowing 100 miles an hour and it's a negative 35 wind chill.
Today was brutal.
But when it's a pure cold, when you can go outside and it's mid-20s and it's calm and, sun might even be shining, I like and appreciate it. And I know that sounds crazy because this week is a pretty good cold snap. Next week, it'll be 50 degrees. So that's always entertaining.
Do you know what the temperature is outside right now?
12?
No.
It's less than that.
Oh,
Say 7, 5.
5.
really?
Yeah.
5 degrees above zero right now with a northwest wind of 11 miles an hour.
Which probably cuts it down into what's the real feel.
Well, I'm not supposed to Google and read my book anymore.
Probably pretty low.
Yeah.
Man, you took some flack for that, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
There was some people that really kind of jumped on you.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
I like the cold. I sleep better when it's cold.
That's insane to me, David. I know you said that, like that like it was probably in the 30s, and you're like, yeah, if Jenna wasn't here, I'd probably crack the window.
Yeah. Oh,
And that is insane to me. Like I would freeze my balls.
The kids sleep so much better when their room has a little bit of chill to it. Like not like crazy, his cold, but
crazy
cold. It comes back from my time in Michigan, and it'd get pretty cold up there, and you dealt with the snow, and there was a long.
Like I'm getting ready to throw that.
Yeah, my ankles are getting cold.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Your little bitch shins are getting
talking.
cold.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in Michigan, you would have the snow and you would have the cold,
Lost my damn glass.
but it got there and it stayed there, Dave. It didn't bounce like we have here. It bothers me when it bounces.
Yeah, I was just complaining to the kids last night, maybe, coming home from basketball. Yeah, that's exactly what it was with Wyatt. But, we got all that rain. Then everything froze.
Yeah.
Now it's going to get warm and rain more, but my driveway is going to be a washed-out mess.
Oh, it's terrible.
By the time we record next week.
Yeah, it's terrible. It is. That's the one thing. The freeze and the thaw is terrible for roads. But when I was in Michigan, they tell you to find that winter sport or that winter habit that you could like and enjoy doing. Here, it doesn't get cold and stay cold and snowy long enough. But I don't know. I just was thinking about it. It's a good reset in nature, especially these nights when it's nice, cold, and clear. I just like it. I enjoy it. But obviously, I hate it too on the flip side to a certain extent because I'm not tone deaf to the frozen pipes and, people that lose heat in their home. And, every once in a while you'd hear it up in Michigan. They'd find an elderly person, frozen to death because, this, that, or another happened.
Said on the national news this morning that there's been 20 plus.
Yeah. And
and this one so far.
And generally it's elderly folks.
Well, but you know what? Elderly folks pass when it's hotter now too.
Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, I feel like it's just a general statement. People die every day.
Old people die. That's what they do.
I mean, that's what we're all going to do one of these days. I mean,
I hope for not for a long time.
Yeah,
me too.
Live long and prosperous.
Yeah.
Can't do it. I just hate it when like today,
Yeah, but you work out in it every day too.
Yeah,
that's a whole different ball.
That's what Papa Frank hates it because he spent a lot of time.
Yeah.
Not mining Mr. Peabody's coal, but working on equipment that mined Mr. Oyner's coal.
Yeah.
And just not a fan of it.
No, I mean it sucks. Like when you have to be outside, which we definitely do it the right way. You know what I mean? We take breaks and stuff like that. I mean, our supervisor definitely told us this week, like, hey, if you get cold, go sit in a damn truck. Like this, this summit will be here in an hour. It'll be here tomorrow.
What was it this week? You sent us a picture on the group chat, and your mustache was froze up with icicles.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's no bueno.
yeah, that was.
Like that's great if you're drinking and sledding, but not if you're trying to.
No, that's just.
Hey, there was some pictures shared at the old Holland Dam sledding
the
today.
Lake Hill. Yeah, the Holland Lake Hill. It was getting some beating. It was taking a beating today. And hey, hard water, baby.
Yeah.
It's time. I mean, if you're gonna do it, it's time to do it now. Ice fish.
Oh,
Yeah, I walked about 30 feet out on the mine the other day.
no, you didn't.
The hell I didn't. Yeah, you go down there and look at the hole in the ice right now.
You fall through?
No,
Oh,
How thick was it?
about 3.5, 4.
Yeah, it's probably about right.
Yeah, it's 3 inches is probably still dangerous. 4 and
Hey,
4 and
hey, yeah.
4
Some of us know 3 inches.
yeah,
is dangerous.
I know. 4 and above is where you want to be, but
beggars can't be choosers.
right. But anyway, no, it was popping, so that's good. They say when you walk on ice and it don't crack, that's the scary part.
Really?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Well,
When it cracks is whenever it's settling in. I don't know why that. I mean, everybody that you talk to that's an avid ice fisherman that around here. Now you go up north in Michigan and
those guys,
Minnesota. I mean, Jesus, they're
they're
driving trucks and
vehicles
shit.
in full cities out there.
They're driving trucks and shit on it now. But like they're dealing with a foot of ice and stuff like that. We're still 3 or 4 inches, and I mean, I've seen several pictures of people in this area down here that are catching fish through the ice and stuff now.
Some friends in Brazil just posted they caught some fish on the
Yeah.
hard water today.
Yeah. So, I mean, other than that, like the outdoor activities has definitely slowed down quite a bit. I mean, we've been feeding the hell out of animals and stuff like that, keeping the outside animals content. We got a look like a homeless camp for
I wondered about that when I was getting Zoe.
little homeless camp for the cats set up outside with a heat lamp and some tubs and other things like that.
How warm does that stay in there for them?
I have no clue. I've never stayed in there. I don't know.
Well, I figured
Can't fit. But I mean, it's better than nothing, I would assume. And then there's a cat hut. We got a cat hut there that's plugs in. It's got like a heated mat on it, so we're good. We do our part, take care of our furry friends because they keep the mice down and everything like that. And
the mountain dogs are hard to call in right now.
I imagine. You said that. I seen your snap the other morning. It's the coldest day of the year, and them some bitches just out there basking.
They're just laying out there like it's sunbathing.
That's how Grant, my brother-in-law, and my mother-in-law and father-in-law, they have 3. There's 3 huskies in that family, and they love it. They're just out laying.
They enjoy. Well, and it's right because the kids when we got home, they're like, "Oh, let's play in the snow, And I was like, Rep Man's sleeping. He's got some molars coming in that he's battling that war right now.
Did we understand that when we were like today? My kids wanted to play outside so bad when I got home because I told them they were not allowed to go outside until I got home. And then when I get home, then my dad had beat me there, so Eleanor was already outside, and it was probably 15 degrees at that point, at like 3:30, 3:45 this afternoon, and I mean her cheeks were just as red as a red could be, you know what I mean? And I'm like, God, you kids. They sled for because we got some pretty good hills right there behind the garage and stuff, and they sledded around for half hour, 45 minutes or an hour, and then they came in, and I'm like, you done? And like, yeah, it's cold. And I'm like, yeah, it's cold when you went out too, but
Yeah, William asked about it, and then we stepped out on the front porch, and he was like, yeah, I'll wait a little bit because it was windy. And Wyatt went out and spent about 45 minutes in batting practice out outside there.
Really?
Seems like a shitty time for batting practice. But
isn't it bad? What kind of bat was he using? That's bad. You're not supposed to use some certain bats until above 70 degrees, 60 degrees.
Well, if you're cold like this, probably not. If the bat was sitting outside, and
I'm sure he was using an old bat.
I would have hoped
he wasn't using his new one.
I would hope.
Because he was worried last year when you guys started practicing that his bat was going to get hurt.
Yeah.
because I feel like it's pretty chilly out.
They say you're supposed to use a bat sleeve if it's under 50. That's what I mean. I
Yeah.
read.
I don't.
But yeah, no, that's the crazy thing about the cold weather around here. So like we go through about, I think we looked at it up, like out of 10 days or 11 days, I think only 1 or 2 days out of that stretch were we above the freezing mark. And there were more nights in the single digits that there were in the doubles over that stretch.
And that always bites me in the ass. So it's this cold now, and then 2 weeks I'll go home for butcher, and then it'll be highs in the mid 30s to where meat's going to want to.
So that like right now, next week. So tomorrow is 20, Sunday 29, Monday 38, Tuesday 44, and then Wednesday is 51, Thursday 54, and rain like for 5 days in a row.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's just.
Yeah. So that's next week. And then that's next week. So this is the 22nd is whenever, so Monday the 22nd is when it'll break freezing mark. And then it stays in the mid 40s to low 50s all the way out till the 2nd, February 2nd, as far as I can see on this thing. And it's all 45 to 52.
And that's when we're butchering is February. Well, starting the 2nd.
Yeah. Be 50 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too hot for that.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that is a tough
hell, next
spot.
weekend. Next weekend is the neighbors are butchering down the road here, and it's going to be 50 on on Saturday.
That's wild.
That's a tough spot. I mean, and that's what it is. I mean, like you look 91% of rain, 65%, 45%, 70%. You know, so we're going to get rain too,
Yeah.
and it's going.
Well, that's just what our winters are here, though. We'll get these cold stretches. We always seem to have one.
polar vortex.
We always seem to have one there, Halloween-ish,
But you know,
first week in November.
you know, it's crazy when you go. Like Facebook is another big, history keeper.
Yeah.
For us.
Well, they keep a lot of things.
Yeah, and you can like you get the memories that pop up on your Facebook shit, and it was like literally 1 year ago today, 2 years ago today, 3 years ago today, and it's snow.
Yeah.
Snow, like right around this part of January. I don't know. So
It is what it is.
I like the cold too to a certain extent, but we were talking the other day. It's like, okay, Christmas is over, hunting season's gone. Hunting season's gone. Christmas is over. Hell, we might as well just go to mowing grass and fishing again
Yeah. And golfing.
and golfing. That's
Hell
where I'm at.
yeah.
That's where I'm at.
That's where we're at.